Are we already living in a future where artificial intelligence controls deadly weapons? Is the US military secretly deploying AI-driven war machines? And if so, what does that mean for global security? The rapid advancement of artificial intelligence has changed almost every industry, but its impact on modern warfare is the most concerning. While sci-fi movies like Terminator have long warned us about the dangers of AI-controlled weapons, reality may not be too far off from fiction. In today's video on Cash Calls, we will uncover the terrifying truth about AI weapons in the US military, how they work, what risks they pose, and whether we are on the brink of an AI-driven arms race. 1. AI-powered drones are already in use. The US military has been using AI-enhanced drones for surveillance and targeted strikes. These drones are not just remotely controlled by human operators. They are equipped with AI systems that help them identify targets, track movements, and even make battlefield decisions faster than a human ever could. The MQ-9 Reaper drone, for example, has AI-powered vision and sensor systems that analyze real-time data to determine threats. These drones significantly reduce human workload, allowing the military to conduct operations with minimal direct oversight. But here's where it gets alarming. Some of these AI-driven drones have the potential to engage targets autonomously. While human oversight is still required for lethal strikes, AI is rapidly progressing to the point where it could make life-and-death decisions independently. The biggest concern: what if AI misidentifies a target or gets hacked? The consequences could be catastrophic, leading to unintended casualties and increasing the risks of war crimes. 2. Autonomous tanks and robotic soldiers are in development. The Pentagon has been funding research on AI-driven ground combat vehicles and robotic soldiers. Companies like Boston Dynamics and DARPA are working on developing fully autonomous military robots capable of fighting alongside human troops. These robotic systems can navigate rough terrain, identify enemy threats, and even make decisions based on battlefield conditions without requiring direct human input. However, introducing AI-powered war machines raises critical ethical concerns. The biggest question is whether these autonomous robots can differentiate between enemies and civilians in complex combat environments. If an AI-powered tank misinterprets a situation, it could result in civilian casualties and unnecessary destruction. Moreover, what happens if these robots fall into the wrong hands or get hacked by adversaries? The thought of rogue AI-controlled weapons running amok is truly terrifying. 3. AI is being used for cyber warfare. Beyond physical weapons, the US military is heavily investing in AI-driven cyber warfare tools. These systems can detect and neutralize cyber threats, launch counterattacks, and even infiltrate enemy networks without human intervention. AI-powered cyber weapons can process vast amounts of data in real time, making them incredibly efficient in modern digital warfare. But here's where the problem lies. AI-driven cyber warfare could escalate conflicts at an unprecedented speed. If AI makes an incorrect judgment, it could trigger unintended cyber wars between nations, leading to massive disruptions in global security, finance, and communications. Moreover, adversarial AI could be used to create sophisticated cyber attacks that no human hacker could match, making it harder to control or prevent conflicts in the digital space. 4. AI in military surveillance and predictive targeting. The US military is using AI to analyze vast amounts of surveillance data collected from satellites, drones, and ground sensors. AI-driven systems can track enemy movements, predict possible attacks, and identify potential threats before they happen. One of the most advanced projects in this field is the Project Maven, which uses AI to process drone footage and automatically detect hostile activities. However, the use of AI in surveillance is a double-edged sword. While it enhances military intelligence, it also raises concerns about privacy, mass surveillance, and human rights violations. If AI systems misinterpret data, they could wrongly label innocent people as threats, leading to wrongful targeting and deadly mistakes. The thought of an AI system determining who lives and who dies is deeply unsettling. 5. AI in nuclear weapon control systems. One of the scariest applications of AI in the military is its potential role in nuclear weapons control. Some defense experts suggest that AI-driven systems could be used to enhance nuclear deterrence strategies, making response times faster and more precise. The idea is to use AI to predict enemy actions and automatically recommend countermeasures. But here's the problem. Can AI be trusted with nuclear weapons? If an AI system malfunctions or misinterprets signals as an attack, it could trigger a nuclear response by mistake. This would be catastrophic, leading to global devastation within minutes. The risks of AI errors in nuclear warfare are simply too high to ignore. 6. AI in space warfare. The U.S. military is also integrating AI into space-based defense systems. AI-powered satellites are being developed to monitor space activities, detect missile launches, and counter potential threats from enemy nations. AI systems can process vast amounts of space data, identifying potential security risks faster than human analysts. However, space warfare with AI brings the risk of an arms race in space. If AI misinterprets a satellite maneuver as a threat, it could trigger a military response that escalates into full-blown war. The possibility of AI-controlled weapons operating beyond human reach is deeply concerning. 7. AI in electronic warfare. AI is now being used in electronic warfare, EW, where military forces attempt to disrupt enemy communications, radar, and weapon guidance systems. AI-powered EW systems can jam enemy signals, detect vulnerabilities, and launch counterattacks with minimal human input. But this also means that AI could be used against us. If an adversary develops an AI-based electronic warfare system superior to ours, it could cripple military operations and communication networks, leading to major strategic disadvantages. 8. AI in autonomous submarines and naval warfare. The U.S. Navy is working on AI-powered autonomous submarines that can patrol oceans, detect threats, and even launch attacks without requiring human intervention. These AI-driven naval weapons can operate for months without surfacing, making them extremely effective in stealth missions. However, AI-controlled naval warfare could disrupt global maritime security. If these submarines make independent attack decisions, they could start conflicts unintentionally, especially in disputed waters. 9. AI in psychological warfare. AI is also being used in psychological operations, SIOPs, where it analyzes social media, news, and global sentiments to manipulate public opinion. AI-driven SIOPs can be used to spread misinformation, influence elections, and shape global narratives. The ethical concern is that AI-controlled psychological warfare could be used against civilians, controlling what people see and believe, ultimately manipulating entire populations. 10. AI in military logistics and supply chains. AI is improving military logistics, transportation, and supply chains, ensuring that troops receive weapons, food, and medical supplies efficiently. AI optimizes routes, predicts equipment failures, and automates warehouse management. While this improves efficiency, it also makes logistics highly dependent on AI. If AI-controlled logistics systems are hacked or malfunction, entire military operations could be paralyzed, leading to severe strategic failures. The rise of AI weapons in the U.S. military is both fascinating and terrifying. What do you think about AI in modern warfare? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Cash Calls for more eye-opening content. Stay informed and stay safe.